Hello and welcome to another Nikomedias tutorial. Today we will recreate this picture here. It will not be 100% this picture because there is a lot of coincidence in this picture. So if like the arms are bended and so that's more than less coincidence. But something like that. And because Facebook follower did a kind donation and asked me if I can make a tutorial for something like sales or so. And I told him that there are some good tutorials on the internet, and uh, I gave him one to address this, but he asked me to do a tutorial myself, so why not? And because he wants to see how I do this, and yeah, there is nothing much to this. Is more the most interesting thing is the texture and lighting in this scene, because you will see this cell here we have in minutes. So anyway, let's start, and we start with a simple platonic object. And here we need not the icosa, we need the dodeca. And yes, now we convert it. Press C on your keyboard, or as I do it every time I use my edit optimize script. You will find it in the description, the link to it. And this makes everything in one, so it converts and optimizes in one thing. I love this thing. Okay, so I just convert it. Then I go in the edge mode and select some edges here. These edges, they are here. So, oopsie. Oh, and then this one, this one, this one, and this one. Now the selection should look like a cube. Okay. Now right click and dissolve. So now we have nice things here, areas. So we go into Polygon Mode and we select every polygon. So Control A on your keyboard selects every polygon. And I on the keyboard for an inner extrusion. So preserve groups we don't need. Just go and drag it in like this should be okay like this. So, and now right click and go to matrix extrude. And just drag with the mouse, something like this. Okay, I want here 4 steps. Then let's say about 30 centimeter. Scale 90, 90, 90. And the rotation, yeah, it's okay for now. Maybe we do a little more here. Let's go to 40. Now new transformation. Whoops. And now I play. This is the coincidence. I play with the rotations here. Something like that and something like that. And maybe something here. So then make a new transformation. Okay, and play again with the okay, and now we can increase the steps. And go back with the rotations. Oops. Yeah. No, you can play and play. Yeah, that's okay. That I like, yes. Make here maybe a 40. Okay, let's see, that's okay. Now we take this platonic, we activate it, and we put it in the subdivision surface. So if this platonic is activated, you can hold your Alt key on your keyboard and click on the subdivision surface, and so it becomes parent of this platonic thing. But if we render it now, we see some ugly polygons here, and so we need here a Fong tag. So right click on the poly, no, you know what I mean. So we need the Fong tag, and immediately we'll see it's getting smoother. Okay, but I don't want to see these edges here too. So I activate my platonic body here, or object. Go to the deformers. Hold the Shift key and take the smoothing deformer. So, okay. But the smoothing not quite so strong. Just need the strength until I don't see. Yeah, now it's better. Okay. Now we have our virus thing. Told you that's something about minutes. Yep. So now we need our texture. The texture will be, come on. We don't need color, we need transparency, and here a refraction from about 1.5. Then yes, an absorption color, okay. Little orange, something like, yeah, maybe something like that. Then I want a noisy texture, so we go here in the noise channel, and I want it yellow and white, so I go here to the yellow tab, and here I do it white. But this is too small, so I want it 400. Yep. And I wanted more contrast, let's see. This, like this. Yeah. Okay. Another seed maybe. Yes, that's better. And I want. Okay. Yeah, that should be okay for the moment. And of course we need displacement. And the displacement channel I take a noise too. But here I use the fire noise. Here. And a scale with 200. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. I want more white in it, so okay. Here should be okay. And in the displacement I want sub-polygon displacement. But I think for the start it's 2 is enough for the start. And around geometry. And 5 is too much, let's say 3. Okay, this should be our material. Just drag it on the object. And now I go to decoration use lines. So, and now we need something to reflect in our texture, of course. Reflection, that's it. Reflectance we need to. I don't want this specular. I want GGX and a Fresnel with glass Fresnel. Okay, now it's okay. For the reflection, for the background and thing, I use my Nikomedias Scene Rig Pro, but it's here. But you don't have to use this. I have a Lite version for this to download too. You can do it with this, with the Lite version, or you can just use an sky and put an HDRI map on the sky or something else. But I do it with my rig, of course. And as I said, with the Lite version of this rig you can do the same, but with the Pro version you have much more possibilities. And it's okay. And on my Vimeo and YouTube channel you will have some videos about this scene rig. There you can see what this can do. And okay, then we don't need a floor here. Okay, and as I said, we need something to reflect in this scene. With the HDRI scene rig, there comes in the library file, there comes one studio with it, but when you buy the Pro rig, you get 20 maps more of these rigs here, of these studios here. So yeah, we can try it with this. Okay, just drag it in here. Of course, you can use every file here, every picture. So, oh yes, I show it. You can take one of the SIBL loader. This is a free plugin too. This is here, and this has some nice studios in it. So, for example, here, this is one of this, and let's use this one. So I can show you how to use any picture. So just take it and drag it in here. Oh, I don't want to have it now in here. So okay, let's see if we have it. Yeah, it's here. And this is the preview function. This don't have in the Lite version, but here you can rotate it if you want, and rotate it in the other direction, and a lot of possibilities. But here it should be okay like this. Yeah, just let's try it. Make a render. Go to the render settings. What we have, low should be okay now. It's fixed 1. Okay, this is very crispy, but what else? Here, evaluate transparency. Okay, let's try it. Make a render here in the viewport. Let's see what we get. For the start, good result for the start. Okay, but now I want another background to have more contrast. So I go to my background. It is in Nikomedias Scene Rig. Go to background and floor. And here we have the background color. Here I use something like a blue. Go away with this. You can copy these squares here, these small squares. If you hold your control key on your keyboard and drag it just there. So you have the same color on each side, and here I would want it just darker. Okay, maybe here a little darker too. So make another render. Yes, that looks much better. But I want it more, not so yellowish. So let's go to our material, transparency, and the absorption distance here. Let's go down to 25. See, now it's getting more orange. Yes. Now we have nice transitions between this orange and the, maybe a little too much, so we get 40. Yeah, that's better. Okay. That's almost it, but we are not finished now. So let's make a camera, and I think this is okay, so like it is. Okay. Make a protection tag so I can't move it anymore. And now I want an depth of field. So I do it like this. I take a null object, call it focus, and now I put it there where I want to have a sharp picture, a sharp view, something like that. Okay. And go to my camera, and here I have focus object, and just drag this null object in here. And the physical camera, here I need f-stops, let's say 0.2 should be okay for now. And of course I need, in the render settings, I have to go to the physical and activate depth of field. And let's say go here, make here 1000, and render it in the picture viewer. Let's see what we get. Here 100%. It's a little too blurry. So let's go to the camera. Whoops. And make here. I did. Why is your point? I said 0.2 set. So this is it. Of course, this is blurry. Yeah, now we have here blurred. Okay, this is the first thing. Now we make some copies of this, and I do it like this. I take this platonic with the smoothing and go to current state to object. It makes a copy of this one. Put it out here. And then I use another texture so we can do the texture. And just move it somewhere behind. Let's go here. something like that, and make another copy. If you hold your control key and drag your object, then you make a copy automatically. You see, just so, and you have a copy. And this copy I do somewhere here and move it back. Back. Make another one somewhere here. A little in front. And another one here somewhere. Okay, but here we don't, for these ones we don't need transparent material or something else. That needs just render time. We will see it just very blurred, so it doesn't matter what we have here. So take this ones here down. Go do it in a group. Alt G for group. Platonic childs. Okay. And now let's just copy this material. So hold your control key and drag it to the side. We don't need transparency. We just need color. Make a color like this orangey color. We don't need displacement. Yeah, that should be okay. Let's just make a render. Put it on the here. And let's render this guy. Let's see what we get. They couldn't be more blurred. They could be more blurred. So go to the camera and go here to 0.1. Yeah, that's better. But they are too big, so let's go to take this one and just drag it there, like that, and maybe T for scale, make them all a little. So make them so small. So. Okay. 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 But here you can play as long as you want. And do it like you want it. And okay, here it's a little empty. Let's take. Nope. I'm gonna make a copy of this one and put it here. And maybe rotate it a little bit so that we don't have everything the same. Okay. I want them a little darker. Okay, and what I want, oops, it's the wrong one. Shift F6, maybe less blur. Go back to 2. And now let's try with an higher render. Middle one we don't need global illumination. Physical 10, okay. And let's try it with it here, and let's why do the team render sending needs long? Strange. Ah, here I forgot the depth of field to activate in the render settings. Come on, what's so physical depth of field? I will do it without team render. That's not, and let's see how. I want this here. I want I make go to 20 here for the moment. I don't know why the sending to the team render needs so long in the moment. I'll try it again. Yeah, so long it's 20 seconds or so. Or longer. I know it's, but it renders faster, so. Okay. Okay, two things. The platonic childs are not blurred enough. And here I want more reflection. So let's go here and take the childs here. And again, something like that. Okay, maybe like this, and camera here to 15. Okay. Now do another render. I will pause between the renders so you don't have to look about it. Okay, now it comes closer what I want. Yeah, that's quite good. But I want more reflections in our object here. So I go back to my Nikomedias Scene Rig, and here in the HDRI settings I give to the reflection brightness and to the reflection contrast 25% more, and render again. Then we see the with the difference. Okay. Maybe that was a little too much. 10% should be okay. We can help us then in Photoshop too, so let's say 10%. Okay, that's okay. And now I want for my platonic object, for the front object, I want an object buffer, so I get an alpha mask. So I can in Photoshop I can just set up this one object here, so I can play with this one object and can make it more contrasty or sharper or whatever I want. So I make here, right click, a compositing tag I need here, and here I activate the object buffer number 1. Okay, and then in the render settings I have to go to multipass, and I will do it now in the high setting, because I make then a high setting render, pause it between, and then we continue Photoshop. So multipass, yes, and here at object buffer 1. Okay. We don't need global illumination. What do we have here? That's okay for a high render. Output, let's make 1080p picture. Okay, and I render it out now, and let's see what we get. So now we have our render, and here, let's see. Okay, and with this one we can go to Photoshop. Okay. Yes. First we have to save it. We rendered it with the alpha mask. It means we have here single pass. We have our alpha mask. And if we just save it now, save as, we need a Photoshop file, 16-bit, is okay. On desktop I made somewhere, I have a cell tutorial here. Let's see, render, cell tutorial PST, okay. Now we go to Photoshop. Open this file. We saved already. Open here, render. Okay, and now we have under our layers, on our channels, we have here our alpha mask. And with this one, if you click with holding Control key and click on the mask, you will get a selection. Go back to your layer here. And now press just Control J, and you have this one on its own layer. Okay, but this we don't need at the moment, but it's not bad to have. It's just, yeah, but we don't need it at the moment. At first we'll make these lights we had here in the picture. make some lights here. Oops, where we are now, here. So make a new layer. You need a brush with white pencil, is okay. And somewhere where we want it, we make opacity with 100% and smoothness with no smoothness. Yep. So you can change your brush with holding your command key and right click on the mouse. When you go left and right, when you drag left and right, it's bigger and slower, and you drag up and down, it gets smoother and harder. So let's say we make one light here. Now I want to select my light here. So press on this layer, just hold your control key and press on it. Now you get a selection here. And I want to make a small gradient here. Yeah, this is the gradient. But here I want another color. Say something like that. Okay. So and now gradient and round gradient. Go from the middle out here. Oh, so no, no, no. Yes, something like that, but I don't like the color now. No, 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 that's not the color I want. Okay, so Control D to deselect, and now I make a smart object out of this layer. So you can go right click and convert to smart object, and now filter, blur and Gaussian blur. And here I want, okay, something like that. Sorry. Okay. And I add here some outer glow. Okay. The color is okay here. Okay, that's our first light. Then with Control J you can copy this one and move it somewhere else, let's say here, and Control J again. I don't want to rasterize this thing, because so I can change the blurriness and the glow and everything later on. But that seems to be okay. Let's see, I want this one a little bigger. So Control T. Something like that, okay. And here I want more blur, let's say. Okay. But so you can play and play and play it. Let's give this 3 select these three and press Ctrl G on your keyboard to group them, and J to copy them, Ctrl J. And now we can take this group and put it here, and Ctrl T for scale, scale it down, something like that here. And put them here somewhere. Okay. Yeah, something like that. And now we press Control, Command, Shift and E to put everything in one layer here. And now I have this, we go back to the convert to smart object, but I have a shortcut for this, so I do it like this, smart object, and now Control Shift A to go to the camera raw filter. And here we can play again to the clear. If I see it gets way sharper. Then we can play with the vibrance. Let's see. And dehaze. No, they don't need it here. Going to the contrast, maybe. No. Yes. Then maybe a little vignetting. And maybe we are a little too bright, this blue here thing. So go to the luminance, to the blues. Yeah. Now we have a very nice contrast here between this yellow, orange and blue. Okay, so let's say we are done. And here you see after the raw filter and before. Okay. Okay, so I say bye bye, and yes, see you hopefully in the next video tutorial. And so long, and have a nice day, have a nice weekend. We have weekend. And yes, that's it. So bye bye.